Drew Fortune, writer, no encore, writer of a movie that I'm going to see right now. I'm going to see it by myself, lonely, and alone, as you tend to get in Los Angeles, but I have the music going. What an exciting video. I didn't even make it out of my fucking complex yet. Drew Fortune. If the movie's not good, I'm gonna find out where you live. I think I already know. I can't remember. You said it on the podcast or said it online or something. I'm gonna find out where you live and I'm gonna come there and I'm gonna physically harm you. I'm just kidding. I don't have any expectations. In fact, like most things, how's it going, Terry? Like most things, I anticipate it not being very good. Look, things suck, man. There's a lot of bad shit, especially if we're talking like independent B movies, horror movies. A lot of stuff just is not that good. Look, I'm saying some things right now. I talked about physically harming you. I might document a few other things I see along the way here on this Tuesday night.
Imaginary ripple of drink to outbursting, dynamic blood-soaked pleasure. 1 minute is the sacrament of the contemplated weapon, intoxicated with rage.
Notice what I'm listening to on the Spotify. Yeah, it's I Can't Go For That by Hall & Oates. Funny story. I knew of that song because of Rich Fulcher playing the character Bob Fossil on The Mighty Boosh. Anyone? He does this dance to the song. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I never knew what the song was. I figured they made it. And then I was in CVS and the motherfucker was playing. I was like, I know this song. Why is it playing? And then I had to look it up. And now it's one of my favorite things ever. Whoa. Good times. Hey, do you guys think we should hire a black guy? Yeah, I don't know. I was just, with everything that's going on right now, I just want, do you think we should hire a black guy? Or what about a black girl? Isn't that better? What about let's get a black guy and a black girl working here. I prefer both, actually. Yeah. Redhead, you're especially white, so you can leave. He's looking a little entitled. She can stay. He might be Arabic, I might be wrong, but definitely need some black guys in here. And you notice, white hands, white hands, white hands. But we got one black hand in the mix. Let's say black people not really so well represented on this North Hollywood advertisement. This guy's fucking a bomb? He's fucking a money bomb? I'm a little confused. He's fucking a money bomb. He's sticking his goddamn tongue out. What the fuck? Sometimes it's a good place here, man. I just went to Starbucks and I knew the guy. I don't even live in this neighborhood. I knew the guy, man. And he gave me a free double espresso. And he even asked if I want it hot or cold. It's so goddamn expensive here, and sometimes I just think I can't stay here much longer. And then you bump into somebody and you feel, oh my gosh, a human connection. This is so nice. Because, I spent all my time alone, man. What the fuck is this place? Seems familiar somehow. Television Academy? Television Academy. Gonna make all my fucking dreams come true. It's really great. Sometimes you end up in areas like these, which are great. Say if you wanted to come here and kill someone, this would be just the perfect area. If you were gonna go watch a movie, you want to stop by here and just kill someone. Yeah, door 5. Let me tell you a little bit about door 5. It stinks like piss in here. Any guesses why? I'm just standing in a puddle of piss pretty much. Ancient piss, fresh piss, old piss, new piss. Door 5 is all about piss. You can't see the piss, or maybe you can. It looks pretty pissed. Bye. You have a nice night, honey. Tell the missus hello. Bye. You guys. Ooh. Fucking session 9 is being filmed in there right now. They're bringing David Caruso around, and they're bringing that other guy who plays Mother Superior in Trainspotting. You know, the Scottish one. Yeah, they're both coming around. They're in the trailer right now. I told them, do phallic symbols. We got them everywhere. Everybody loves them. Nobody cares. And no. Did they listen? No. They wanted to do these fucking anal bead things. I told them, don't do it. You're never gonna come back from it. But that's what they wanted. They said, oh, it's no more phallic symbols. I said, guys, so anal beads, that's what you want? They didn't listen. This probably looks really cool, come to think of it. Well, this is my final shout before I go in to see Beast Mode and these other shorts, which I can't remember what the fuck they're called. There's like 3 or 4 of them. They look pretty short, so I'm gonna show up on time. Actually, I'm a half hour early. Don't judge me, I like to get good seats, okay? Drew Fortune, it's a disappointment that you're not here at the premiere of a movie that you wrote, co-wrote, wrote? Who gives a fuck? Not seating yet, so you can stand around like a fucking idiot and be socially uncomfortable. That's what I'm into. Cool. I'm just stopping by my buddy's place for a second here. They had this really cool cow thing here. This is my favorite restaurant. It's called Eat Shit. The Africa Channel. Has anybody ever heard of the fucking Africa Channel? Here's some white people. Nice big white guy. I'm gonna assume she's white. White lady, right? What crazy ass fucking white lady. An entire room filled to capacity with white people. And then Lucille Ball. And Johnny Carson. Whoa. Alec Baldwin. Jennifer Aniston. Oh, am I noticing a trend here? Bill Cosby. Guys. You have all those white people and you put one black person on there and it's fucking Bill Cosby? Come on, man. And then you got this guy making coffee while detonating a bomb. Here you got the Young Actors Studio, which you want to get them at the right age for a proper Me Too. You wait until they're older, you can't brainwash them, you can't coerce them as easily. But if you step into the Young Actors Studio, you see that young boy in the purple spotlight? I mean, do I have to say anything else? Is that even a spotlight, or is it like a weird sex toy mixed with the ring light, mixed with like a alien? All right, I'm back here again at the anal bead thing. First of all, Lemley kind of sucked, man. I mean, I guess maybe it's the fault of the people who ran the festival, but they left this stupid 1K light and this fucking stand right in the screen. Granted, it was taking up just a little corner of the screen, but this is supposed to be people who really like movies. Fucking film festival, right? You're supposed to really like movies? Really like going to the movies? Well, get the fucking thing out of the way of the screen. I don't want to see that. It's distracting. I'm shocked, actually. But what do I know? What do I know about fucking movie premieres and film festivals? I sat there at first and I had to watch a bunch of advertisements. And one big thing was Women's Alliance of Women Directors. It was the Alliance of Women Directors. I just watched it and I thought, all right. And I just wondered, can I be a part of that? Is it a women's only club? Is there some BFOQ, some bona fide occupational qualification I don't possess and I couldn't be a part of it? A minor point. Let's talk about the short films for a second. God damn it. The first one was a total piece of shit, man. And I do mean a total piece of shit. You had a guy channeling Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, and it was just fucking abysmal. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. In fact, we're back here at session 9 again. This short film was a guy smoking a bong. If I was in high school and these two kids were the only two filmmakers in high school, and this is what they made, I still wouldn't think it was good. It was just fucking garbage, man. I guess that's what you get with film festivals. It was a short film. It wasn't one of the main features or anything. The Rick Sanchez character works really well when you're watching Rick and Morty, and it is Rick Sanchez. Not when it's a fucking kid who can't act, and he keeps saying, D'Angelo, oh, you can't talk about my Taco Bell, D'Angelo. It was really shitty, man. It just fucking made me, kicked off the whole thing by pissing me off. Supreme gentleman. Then the second short film was supposed to be like Unfriended. It was a, what do they call it? They should have a name for it, a fucking desktop computer situation. So it was a piece of shit, I'll just say that. Production was okay, I guess. But I had a couple problems with some things. In particular, just the character selection, man. So for the white guy, you had a douchey white guy, which I'm basically okay with. It's stupid and funny, it goes over well. You had two girls, both pretty decent looking. The Latina one was a little bit hotter. One was wearing a skirt at one point, and then the other one was just in her underwear dancing at a certain point. So it kind of felt like a horror movie, but it was just their little Skype seance. It was really shitty, man. The main girl was whatever, she was probably okay. And then let's talk about the black guy, man. They cast the black guy, and I want to say, I worked in rap music for 3 years, and I know a lot of funny, interesting black people, okay? Why, in a horror movie, for the one black guy, does it have to be a smart, intellectual, wearing fucking chinos and a pair of red headphones, polite, intelligent fucking guy? And boring, sorry to say, just fucking boring. There's some really interesting people you could have selected to play the only black person in this movie. Instead, just a fucking boring guy. So again, this is not, I hope that's not racial. It's not meant to be. Let's talk about the third short film. Not a lot to say. It was the best of them. It was called The Tip, and it has this short guy running around LA delivering Grubhub or DoorDash or something like that. And it was alright, man. It was alright. That's about it. One thing I will say is, what the fuck was up with the sound, man? As far as production values go, I expect when you're gonna go to a movie theater, the sound should be decent, man. And yeah, I might be a little sensitive to that because I'm a sound guy, I'm a music guy. But god damn it, dude, I was wincing. It was mixed so loud, the mix was so bad, it was all fucked up, and it just kind of was shocking. It totally took me out of it. Okay, now I gotta tell you a little bit about Beast Mode, okay? I have to say, first of all, overall I liked Beast Mode. Fuck you, honking at me, motherfucker. So let's talk about Beast Mode for a second. Let's get real on this shit. To me, the best part of that movie is the main dude, Bree Breen. He's got his pajamas that says Breen. And he's kind of like the guy from Happiness, you know, the pedophile dad who's also in Trick or Treat, and he's in a bunch of stuff. He's kind of like that guy mixed with maybe a Steve Carell or a William H. Macy. I'm going a little far there, but he was good, man, and he was goofy and silly in a way that was a little more anchored than everybody else in the movie was. So speaking of everybody else in the movie, that fucking guy from nowhere, man, James Duvall, I think. Funny name. It's like, oh, Robert Duvall? No, James Duvall. The guy, I'm guessing he's like Samoan or Native American, Hawaiian. Can't fucking tell. Sorry. I just can't. I'm not fucking, I don't know that stuff, okay? But I like that guy, man. But not just because he's from nowhere, and I really kind of like Nowhere. He's just likable, man. I think he's good. He's a good actor. His shit is funny. He's all ripped and buff, which I kind of like to see in a movie, man. I like it when goddamn actors are in shape, especially when they have that crazy ripped up body. It looks cool, man. So let's talk about the music too for a second. You start off with this like jungle sequence when the music works and is totally correct, but is largely unremarkable. And then let me just say overall, there was some really good music in the movie. I don't know if it was a single composer. I'm guessing there was one composer who made most of the music. There was some music cues that were really very good, man. Like right after they spoiler alert, right after they kill James Duvall's character, or do they? they had this really cool, almost like Steely Dan electric piano kind of jazzy piece. And then all throughout the like drone photography, they had these really cool music pieces, which it wasn't surprising to me that they wanted to do like, not exactly analog synthy, because it definitely didn't sound analog synthy, but definitely some kind of throwback, fun adventure, mystery music, suspense a little bit. And the best comparison I could come up with is Kapow, Kevin Smith, Bruce Willis, Tracy Morgan. Is that right? Similar kind of thing, except it doesn't sound like it was made with a bunch of outdated old synthesizers and Yamaha DX7s and shit. It was well produced, man. The music was good, and I particularly like the very first, I'm a fucking music guy, man. I notice music. I gotta say though, when you watch Apocalypse Now, if you don't notice the music, something's wrong, because if you don't notice music, then all right, I don't know, that's not part of your experience. But it's not just that I'm a music guy, man. Music is so fucking important in movies. So the music cue when the Green first goes outside with his dog is really good, man. And a lot of the music overall is really good, which for me matters. And I think, fuck it shit matters to everybody. I shouldn't say what matters to everybody else. I'm not a dog guy. In fact, I fucking hate dogs. One just attacked my cat yesterday. True story. But I gotta say, man, I really like that dog, Green's dog, and I really liked his relationship with the dog. Now let's talk about what didn't work for me for a second. There are assuredly some things that didn't. Tonally, overall, the thing I can most compare the movie to, and this is gonna be a little bizarre to some people, maybe to you, Drew Fortune, is Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Yes, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, the show that used to be on fucking USA. You remember it? God damn it, that was my fucking freeway entrance. Oh well, I know the other way. I need a movie like that to take itself a little more seriously than it did, man. Because, yeah, it's jokey, yeah, it's goofy, it's silly, and that stuff all works in a certain context for me. The part of that context is the movie can't just be like, ooh, the whole thing's a fucking crazy wackadoo joke. Except when it is supposed to be that, and then it makes sense. But for some reason, it didn't work for me, man. Tonally, and again, to make this comparison, it reminded me of like old USA sitcoms, which what the fuck do I know? Maybe that's what the goddamn filmmakers was going for. I don't know the motherfucker. I think that might be the street. North Hollywood bullshit over here, baby. Kapow Intergalactic. Bam! 134 East. There's my exit, baby. Because of what it is, this is one of these movies that I wanted to like, and that doesn't happen a lot. I don't go into movies thinking, I really want to like this. And again, to be honest, I was expecting it to be pretty fucking awful, just because, a lot of shit is awful, and if those goddamn short films are any indicator, man, that shit was fucking nasty. Those motherfuckers set me up to expect the biggest piece of shit. Take Dying of Laughter by Alex de la Iglesia. There's a movie about comedians from some small village, and it fucking works. Take Alex de la Iglesia's Criminal Perfecto, am I saying that right? The Perfect Crime. That's a movie about a fucking manager of a goddamn department store in a shopping mall, and it works. But I can't think of a lot of, okay, Birdman, you're in the play world, but in Birdman, you're so immersed in that fucking world, and it's so quirky, and there's so much going on, and you never leave it, man. You're just like stuck with Michael Keaton and his fucking failures and his hallucinations and his daughter and all that. With Almodovar's films, the ones that are about filmmakers, it's kind of the same thing, man. And I guess what I want to say is that it's probably very difficult to make a movie about people making movies and have it not be a complete piece of shit. So the fact that this one was palatable, I'm gonna fart again, hold on. This one was palatable, interesting, fun, well worth sitting through, and look, I can't fake it, man. I wasn't in love with it. The fact that it didn't work for me tonally was probably more problematic than I gave it credence when I started talking about it right now. I think that when Beast Mode comes out on VOD, there's a lot of people who are going to watch it, and there's a lot of people who are going to like it and have a fun time with it. You know what, man? I wondered too, if you watch, let's say, a piece of shit, and then you watch a good movie, and then you watch another piece of shit, so you had a good movie sandwiched in the middle, that movie is likely to be tainted. So I gotta be honest, I think that my entire Kaboom festival experience, and I hate to sound like a pedantic fucking stuck-up prick, because I'm really not, man. I don't even consider myself a real filmmaker. I call myself a pretend filmmaker. But the fact that the fucking thing didn't start on time, I had to stand in the lobby forever, and it's like, hey, fuck you. Let me go in and buy popcorn. I'll stand here and fucking eat popcorn rather than stand here by myself with my fucking dick in my hands just waiting. It's like, why wouldn't you let me come buy the popcorn and fucking stand there and have the motherfuckers open the door? So fuck the Lemley. Hate to say it, fuck the festival people for leaving a fucking whatever 1K light in front of the goddamn screen. What an oversight is how fucking stupid it was. And by the way, I am particular to a degree, man. But and then to have curated, so my point about sandwiching one good thing between two pieces of shit, to have these three, well, let's go in order. Complete piece of shit, kind of okay, but still a piece of shit, moderately interesting, kind of funny, better than the other two pieces of shit, horrible sounding short film, unprofessional, and then present me with Beast Mode. That's not the filmmaker's fault. I guess that's whoever curated those fucking god-awful short films, man. I mean, I really mean it, man. They were fucking terrible. So, I think, and I'm not just saying this to be nice either, this is just God's truth, man. Sometimes I watch, it happens, you watch something the first time. I mean, for me, the list goes on so long of things I did not like the first time. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Dark City, and I'm picking those because obviously they're really, really great works that I think are fantastic. But the first time I watched them, I fucking shut them off, man. So it's all about context. And I think if I would have walked in at fucking, I was there early, man. If I had walked in at 7:40 or so, sat down, and then watched Beast Mode at 8 p.m. sharp, with whatever, a couple dumb trailers, I think I would have felt a lot differently about it, man. But I was already, like, fucking beat down and fucking stultified by these horrible fucking pieces of shit that preceded what was really a pretty decent film. And I mean that, man. It had me laughing, man. It had me laughing. Well, man, I feel bad. I didn't want for this. I was more reviewing the night, okay? I'm not even just reviewing Beast Mode. This is a fucking weird night here. Hey, look how it ends. Me alone, by myself, driving home. I'm just a few minutes away now.